Hi, welcome back to another edition of Table Talk. Table Talk is a series where I'm going to be playing with someone and we're going to be playing some bridge and chatting about bridge and bidding and life outside bridge and that sort of stuff while we're playing. Today I've got Dr. Christopher Cooper and he is my main partner, mainly because a lot of the other people I've got lined up for this are currently at the Olympiad in Buenos Aires. So we've got Chris Cooper. I've been playing with him for nearly 20 years. And he's been my main partner for the last 10 or so. So he's going to be joining us in a second. We're going to do video chat while we're playing some bridge. We're going to be playing against 2/1 robots, and we're going to be playing some hands at imps, and let's see how we do. I'm just going to remind you how to set up a table with video chat. You need to go to BBO homepage. You need to go on BBO Plus. One of you needs to be a BBO Plus member. We're going to start a table in the BBO Lounge. We're going to reserve some seats in a second, but the option you want to pick is down here. It says use video chat. So I'm going to use that. I'm going to select 2/1 as the robot's bidding system, and we're not going to have anyone watching today. So I'm going to sit south. That's me. He's going to sit north. And we're going to start the table now, and he's going to join us in just a moment. And here he is. Here is the legendary Christopher Cooper. Here's my regular partner. How are you doing, Chris?
I'm not too bad, thanks. It's very strange being called Christopher by someone other than my mother.
We'll call you Chris for the rest of it then. And we're going to be playing against some 2/1 bots. So I'll get the bots in place. We need a robot there and a robot there. And this is the new BBO Plus video software, so we can chat as we're playing. So we're just going to be playing ACOL. Are you okay with ACOL?
I am very happy with ACOL, Steve.
And we're going to be just playing some imps against the robots, and we will do the best we can, I guess. So just tell us a bit about yourself, Chris. Who are you, and what's your bridge career been like?
My bridge career, not very noteworthy, I think is the technical term. Now, I've been playing bridge probably since I was about 6 or 7. My mother played with friends quite regularly, and I used to sit behind her in the kitchen when she was playing and count her points out loud, which I think was very annoying for everybody at the table. So after a while, my mum thought it might be better if I was playing the cards myself, and so my dad made me a little card holder, and so I play, and I absolutely loved it. I took a little hiatus at university, which is when I guess a lot of people tend to play, because I was probably more interested in playing football and cricket. And then I just hurt my leg and couldn't play for a while. And my brother at the time is a software engineer who lives over in Seattle in the US, was asked me to play test a games center, which included one with bridge. And so I started playing again. The center didn't go anywhere. There's better products on the market. I'll think about this trick as well. And I went along to the university club, and next thing I knew, I was absolutely hooked, and I've been playing ever since.
Yeah, you met me shortly after, didn't you?
I did, yes. We were. Looks like I've nicely established a Clara's long suit. We were playing in a competition sort of at the Easter Festival in London, and I remember Steve came running over to myself and my partner, who was playing with at the time, Susan Stockdale. She's a very fine player, a lot better than I was, and still is. And says, "You'll never believe how my partner has just gone off in this Grand Slam." And Susan sort of looked at me, said, "You probably should meet Steve," because obviously I'd also gone off in embarrassing fashion.
Guess we throw that away. Not been counting fully. I was listening to your story. Absolutely right, yeah.
I've not been counting or looking.
Did you not have the queen?
I did. As I said, I wasn't counting or looking. Gave a little cheeky trick there while I was too busy gassing to look at the bridge.
Yeah.
A fine start.
Nice to pick up these powerhouses. When I played with Matt, when we did table talk with Matt, we did 2 slams that got us
Did you
lots of
really?
imps, and we did, yeah. 2 slams in 12 boards. Sorry.
That is a lot of slams. Oh, what was it? My mum said it's a bidder's game.
Oh.
Oh, great.
Oh, dear.
Oh, dear.
I don't think not of these colours. I can't bid. Can't bid anything.
Well, this has not gone the way I would have hoped.
Your mum bids excessively.
My mum does like bidding, it's true. Well, this is a disappointment. Okay, so Steve and I play regular count and attitude. So on the lead of an ace, ask for attitude. And the 2 of hearts suggests to me that I wish I hadn't bid 3 clubs, I'm sure. But anyway, I think I'll just have to try my best. 4, another encouraging card from partner. Well, I don't. This does not bode well.
It doesn't, no. I wonder why he didn't bid 3 spades.
Because he knew, or the robot knew their customer that I couldn't resist, and I have looks like pushed them into a game. Well, brilliant. I've given another trick away, most likely, but
probably not. Probably not.
No. No.
Yeah, I think not the best, eh? Not the best.
No, but I mean, I had 7 aces.
Yeah, I was protecting with 3 clubs if you didn't, so I would have pushed them there too. Yeah, it's a good 4 spades is a pretty good spot, to be honest.
It is. Well, when West has 6 of them, the dummy looks very useful. Oh well.
How many clubs does this show?
Oh, for us, playing Ackle, this promises 4. And in our style, I think with a balanced hand, I think with 4 clubs and 4 diamonds, we open a diamond. And with 4 clubs and 4 of a major, we open a club, which I'm sure would make the inventors of Ackle roll in their graves.
It works for us.
Yeah. We'll try a diamond. Well,
you asked for this.
I'm not ashamed of my bidding.
You might be ashamed of the dummy. All right, you do have quite a few diamonds.
I do.
Yeah.
That looks like a good lead.
Oh, chance.
Yeah, not a big chance, is it? That's quite encouraging. I think this is where I try and cash as many hearts as I can.
And the 7 of diamonds is a good card, isn't it?
Well, the 7 of diamonds, the beer card, is always a good card, Steve.
I think this is making, isn't it?
It does look like it, yes.
I think you can claim now as well. Sorry. I think.
Yeah, so I'm just going to lose
Ace of diamonds and a spade.
ace of diamonds and a spade, yeah. Well, there we go. O ye of little faith.
Did require a club at trick 2, didn't it?
Yes, it did. I think, as it happens, I wondered whether I'd made a mistake on the deal by not making a weak jump shift in diamonds, because I don't usually like to do that with 7 of them.
It describes your hand quite well, doesn't it?
It does, yeah, but with such good pips, missing the 7, of course.
I wouldn't have passed without the 7.
No, that's right.
So I asked this question to my last guest. If you were starting up a new partnership, and other than things like Stayman transfers and Blackwood, is there anything you'd want to insist upon? Small or large agreements, anything like that, any conventions?
Well, I think the first thing is if I was playing ACOL, I wouldn't even mind if I didn't play transfers. To be honest, I wouldn't insist on it. I do play with some partners playing a weak no trump or a very weak no trump that we don't play transfers at all. But in terms of things that I like to play fourth suit forcing simply forces to game, because I find otherwise it requires too much to discussion to know what's forcing and what's not. And I think, again, I could take or leave Blackwood, but what I'd rather do is play cue bidding, whether that's cue bidding in a slam auction or also in the context of having ways to raise partners' suits. That and take out doubles, and I'd be pretty happy, I think.
Yeah, I forcing to game is quite a nice one, I think. One thing we do that I insist that other people do is over 2 no trumps and we transfer, you and I complete with a fit.
Yes.
And I've started to insist on that with my partners.
It's something that there are some sequences I find that get really, I would say, murky, and any method that you play that eliminates confusion works for me. And I think that's a good example of one where it does. It may not be best. I spoke to some experts in Northern Europe. I think it's often break a transfer with 3. But for that simplicity is all you really give up if you've shown lots of points is being able to play in 3 of a major, and I'm all right with that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think I'm with you on that. There are, I'd say it's not even things I'd like to play. I think it's sort of you're better off discussing what your style is for doing things. So how aggressively do you overcall? How aggressively do you protect? How aggressively do you make takeout doubles? And what sort of is your style of preempting? I think I'd rather get those thoughts in my mind than worry too much about conventions, I think.
Yeah, one of the questions I ask a lot at the moment when I play with someone new is what percentage of 11 counts do you open? And I try and match them. So if they say all of them, I'm like, okay, fine. I will try and get down to your wavelength. I don't really mind how many I open.
Okay. So in our methods, save 2 spades kind of shows a constructive hand because we played 2 spades as weak. So there's a suggestion here that this would be up to sort of invitational values, I think. So I think I feel reasonably confident sometimes in bidding a bit more. And like a flash, Steve is out. So let's try that. And the system has worked well where I got a chance to put the dummy down.
Oh, they've led a spade. That probably means the spades are breaking poorly. Well, this isn't good, is it?
We've been in better contracts, and I'm very glad I'm not playing it.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear, oh, dear.
I mean, I could have said, well, maybe I could have tried 4 spades, but I don't think that's much better.
I would rather be in 4 spades.
True. I don't think it would make, but it's probably a better
Oh, it's got
contract.
play. I haven't got entries to my hand. I haven't got entries to set either of the suits up.
No.
I need to be in mind to take the diamond finesse to set your diamonds up, and I can't do that really. I think I'm going to win the Queen of Spades and duck a club.
Do you know what? I was thinking exactly the same, Steve. It's like, if I don't know what to do, I might as well lose a trick and hope for the best.
I think you want to be in 4 spades here. I think because it's the only making game.
The spades are 3-3.
Or the jack falling. You just need the king of hearts or the king of diamonds on side, I think. As long as you don't need a club at trick one, you can pitch your club on the ace of diamonds. And you can take the diamond finesse for free, effectively. So, I don't know. I felt I had to bid 3-end. Maybe you need... 3-end played by you might be a bit better. But even
might, yes.
lead, yeah. Okay, well, I'm going to do what we both think is the right thing. Or at least not the wrong thing. I'm just going to duck a club.
I mean, maybe they've led from 3 spades. It seems unlikely.
Now,
but...
a human... Oh!
Wow. That's
okay,
interesting.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The diamond finesse is 8. Let's win that. I think it feels like a good plan, doesn't it? I think we have to see if the spades break now. So we're going to go spade. Uh-oh.
But there's a diamond pitch, which is interesting.
Yeah, spade. And we're going to just take the diamond finesse, I think. Well, my guess is diamonds are 5-1 as well. He's thrown
it does
a diamond
seem
away.
likely from this defense, doesn't it?
All right. So they win this. They clear the hearts. I clear the diamonds, but they're going to have some hearts to cash, aren't they? Do you think? I think West is throwing all their clubs away. West is... Well, they threw the king away. They've only got 1 club at most, so I might as well cash the ace of clubs in case they haven't got any. Because if they've only got 1 club at most...
Yeah, you won't win another trick.
There's a danger as well that if West has club length, that they play a heart to East, and East cashes out. So I'm going to cash the club. And then concede the rest. Oh, maybe I could have made it. No, West didn't block the jack of hearts, so East just had 2 hearts and a spade to cash.
Well, the king of hearts probably got you to the par score, I think.
Obviously, 4 spades are 5-1. 4 spades has no play.
No.
Okay.
Right. Okay. They do a lot of bidding, the robots.
They do.
More successfully than we are.
I'm going to muse out loud here what this could be.
I'm sure anyone watching is thinking, a really bad bid, but no.
No, so... Can this ever be 3 spades? No, you just bid 3 hearts last time out, wouldn't you? This has to be 2. Which means you haven't got genuine clubs, which means you're something like, what are you, 2, 3, 5, 2 with no heart stop? Sorry, 2, 3, 5, 3. Alright, I'm gonna do that then. That was me musing out loud. I actually don't know. We'll find out. What we do know is that three spades is non-forcing. I think.
So, in terms of my rationale, I thought that four spades might be a making contract in the 5-2 fit.
Okay.
And it seemed unlikely we would have 9 cashing tricks. So I thought spades might play better.
Oh, so you tried to show. Well, I knew you had two spades.
Yeah.
But when I've got actual 5 clubs here, I didn't think I could.
No, I understand. I understand.
All right. Well, if the club finesse works, I make this. If it doesn't, I don't. Simple as that, isn't it? No, nothing else to it. So we try the jack. All right. Two off. Oh, it could be more off here. They get a spade off. No, okay, right. Claim.
Okay. Yeah, so I mean, I thought I could pass 3 clubs.
No, I think no. I don't think. I think 3 spades is fine. I almost picked your hand out. I put you on 3 hearts because East hasn't raised.
Yeah, my instinct in these situations is too quickly I'll try 3 no trumps, and with King X, when you've only just raised 2 clubs to 3, it's likely we've got a 4-4 club fit. It just the chances of 9 top tricks seems really remote.
Yeah. All right. I like bidding. We'll bid. Yeah, I liked it. 3 spades gives us a chance. 4 spades might be the best place to play. With the club finesse wrong, I don't think anything makes. You've just got 4 losers. But 4 spades, if the club finesse was right, 4 spades would be the only making games. So well tried. Although my hand was really weak, I didn't want to play in spades.
No, I understand. And when you bid 4 clubs, it would have been fairly ridiculous for me to do anything other than pass.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I seem to have put myself on the lead.
Unlucky. If only we'd bid and supported a suit.
Yeah,
I'm not saying you should lead one, yeah. So in situations like this with a singleton in dummy, what is my card?
Yeah, so our style here would to play sort of suit preference with the card. The issue you always have sometimes is if you've got a really easy suit preference, it's easier to play it quicker. And then if you play it slowly, you kind of know your partner doesn't really want to play anything, which is always challenging ethically in these.
Well, what diamond have I played?
So it's a good question. I mean, it's lowish, but not necessarily your lowest. Yeah. I think is the sort of the reasonable conclusion, because what we don't know is if West had a load of small cards, they can play whichever ones they like. It doesn't really matter. There is a chance that it's the lowest, but there's other outstanding cards. If you see my hand, you know, okay, there's some missing. So if it's in the middle, that usually means either continue or play a trump. In this sort of situation, I would just continue because, yeah, I don't necessarily want to play any of the other suits at this point.
Well, they got that right.
Of course they did. That was a well played, I think. I mean, I guess because I've jumped, there's no reason to suggest, you know, I think either of us, it would be perfectly reasonable to be short. So it sort of went with the odds, I think. Oh.
They've got a lot, have they?
Not that many. should have been counting. So two diamonds, a bunch of hearts. I just play mine.
So Cooper and I play in the English Premier League, which is currently at 4 divisions.
Yeah.
That was a rough and discard. You have a non-diamond.
Sorry?
Oh, yeah, that was a rough and discard as well. They've got you, haven't they? They've end played you. Well
I
played.
have.
So we play in the Premier League, and we're currently in the top division. We're not doing so well, but it's a great competition. It's like 4 leagues of 8 teams, and you play 3 weekends a year over the space of a few months. And there's promotion and relegation. How have you found it this year?
Found it very tough. I think I missed one of the days because I was going to a friend's wedding, which was a lovely experience. But sort of played the rest of the weekend and then the second weekend. And at the top division, there are no easy games. All the opponents are strong, and you have to be at the real top of your game. And even then, I think at the position where Steve and I as a pair, we can play as well as we can, and there are people who can play better, and that's good. But it does also mean on if you play well, you still also have a chance of winning. So it's the best test, I think, of bridge that we play, and I thoroughly enjoy it.
Yeah, I've played a lot of strong bridge over the last year or so. Playing in the Gold Cup with Andy and Matt as well, it was really good, and we beat the favourite, the team that usually wins it last time out. So in one of the matches, I mean, we're still not doing great. It was one of our few wins, so anyone can beat anyone. We just need to have a few more wins, I guess.
Yes, I think so.
We've got to another game.
We do have one lone plus score.
We're not doing so. Was it your plus 180? The bots have been a bit ruthless today, haven't they?
Yeah, they've played really well, actually.
What do you think of the video software so far?
I'm really impressed, actually. It's kind of nice to be able to have that sort of social conversation, that sort of see people. I think it's the innovation you've sort of seen in software, and obviously during COVID, it was a refreshing to see the plethora of video software appearing in different things. It's great that this has come to BBO because it makes such a difference. And so I think it's an excellent upgrade to a platform that I play in every day.
You do, yes. You play on it more than I do.
Yeah, well, I commute to work, and so sort of playing some of the. I occasionally playing with friends in one of the competitions, or just playing against the robots and some of the day-long competitions is just a nice way of filling time while I'm sort of sitting on a train, I think.
Yeah. That's another game we've been unable to beat. I don't think we've let any through. Might have dropped tricks, but I don't think we've let a game through.
No?
This might cause some people some anguish.
This is the sort of the sequence. I think we would play this as you've opened in third seat. We would kind of play it as that 18-19 balance. I think in first or second seat, it would probably show something different, wouldn't it, Steve?
What, 3N?
Yeah.
It was more the fact I've opened a spade.
Well, that too.
We play Ackle, we play 4-card majors, and this is the only shape where we open a spade with 4.
Well, I think my point is we generally okay, that's interesting. I'll continue to unblock.
I think that seems safe.
our two-no trump rebid kind of shows a little bit of that hand, but because we're playing Ackle, I suppose you might bid two-no trumps with slightly weaker hands compared to those playing sort of 2 over 1 or 15, 17 no trump. Right. Well, that went slightly better than I expected. I'll go back to counting my tricks now.
Quite a lot.
Well, there's definitely 9. Now, I kind of, and it's pretty much safe to play on any suit. So I think I'm just going to play an early spade finesse for now.
Yeah, you can also duck a club as well if you want.
That was my next gambit. But ducking a club doesn't help me now.
If the club's a 3-3.
But I've
too
got
many, isn't it?
club yeah, that would be a definite loser. Whereas what I'd be better off doing
is playing for a black suit squeeze.
That's right. Yeah. So the way to do that, I just need to look at the timing a sec. Would be if I cash the hearts and then play the clubs to hand, I can then see what happens.
And when you're doing these, you just need to look for like the Queen, Jack, 10, 9 of clubs. If they all appear, you know your 8's good. And if they don't, you're playing spades. You don't need to count both suits. You just need to, there's Jack and 10. You're looking for the Queen and 9. And if they don't appear, you have to play for spades to be good.
That's exactly it. There we go. So I've got the Jack, 10, 9, Queen.
Is the 9
got the 8 of clubs. I think. Let me just think. I think so.
All right, it's on you. I didn't see it. Who had it?
Okay, now I've got now. When I said we've got to see whether the cards are gone. So I started with the ace and the 8. On the first round, 2 of the honours went.
Yeah.
And so that's the Jack and 10. So
I haven't seen the 9.
It hasn't gone, has it?
I don't think so.
I think it was because when we were talking about which
ones
to catch.
There it is. Oh. All right, we've got a plus score. That's good. Was there a weird club play that put you off, I guess?
It was strange. Well, I think also when we were talking about it, you've just got to look for the Jack 10 and then immediately forgot that those were the ones I should have been looking for. Spade, double, 2 spades. I feel like I do a lot of passing.
Yeah. Well.
Right. So we do play some methods here. I think we agreed that if I have to bid, I can bid 2 no trumps as a scramble.
Yep.
And if I don't have to bid, we play sort of 2 no trumps as Lebenssoll-like.
Yep.
It may not be perfect, but at least you kind of know what bids mean.
Yeah, it's an agreement that we're both on the same wavelength for. So I think this is just single-suited diamonds, so I'm just going to pass.
That's right. I mean, I think that's our philosophy sometimes there is rather than having lots of agreements, it's nice to have rules.
Yeah.
Because that way you can work out unfamiliar sequences. Because
when I play one-off days with different people, I say, do you play Lebenssoll on the spots? And they go, well, yeah, maybe. And then they can't tell me exactly what spots. So I just say, okay, right, look, this is what we're going to do. And it works. It works. I like it. I mean, it's not perfect, but it works.
This is an interesting lead. If it was from, there doesn't seem to be any value in playing low. They could have led from king to 3 or queen 3, even though it's unlikely. More likely a singleton, but in which case West's got both honours anyway. So I think I'm just going to play the ace.
Yeah, if East has led from 3, you're dropping an honour with the ace anyway.
That's right. Yeah. And now it's fairly clear with only the 2 honours out. I don't think it's likely you would lead small from honour 1 here. So I don't think I'm going to be in a rush to play a trump. I'm just going to duck a club, one of our favourite things to do.
Yeah. At some point, you have to give them their trumps, though.
I do, but the question is, I want to be in a position of what I want them to do when I play the trump, and I'm thinking at the moment I'm going to delay the decision for a little bit and rough another club. But if I play them now, I'm kind of stuck because they might be able to play another club, put me a hand. I think I might just play a spade.
Yeah, well done.
So, is there anything sensible I can do? Part of me just thinks, let's play spade back.
Do you miss not being able to play as much bridge at the moment? Just for those people watching, Chris has become a father in the last year and a bit, and you don't get to play as much as you used to, do you?
So I still play quite a lot in periods because with the small people do sleep at various times, and obviously with the commute and things, it's having cards in the hand is what I found myself missing, and so yeah, I might as well play the trump now. Can't really see. I suppose I haven't got the entries to lead up to the hearts twice now.
You don't know, not anymore. So you need Queen Jack of Hearts to fall.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
No. When they can see what's going on.
Yeah. I wonder if they are both on side.
No.
No. All right. One off. Not much we can do. I definitely have a second double, and I'm glad I didn't hang you. I could have bid again over 3 diamonds, and I'm like, no. He never makes anything. I'll just pass.
I guess I should have stopped mucking around in clubs and just played hearts earlier. Just played for the thing. I was hoping there would be a switch to 1 at some point. Oh, we've got an imp tally. That's exciting.
Oh, that's good, isn't it? Finally. What board is it? Get fresh. Oh, board 9. Well, our one positive board. Board 9, the 3 no trumps that my partner made an overtrick in got us 2.5 imps, so well done.
I will take that. Well, let's just forget all the other ones where we've got all the negative scores.
Yeah, finally. Right.
That 3 didn't last long. Okay, so our style is we don't necessarily always raise with 4. Sometimes we'll raise with 3, and that would usually, but I think only with an unbalanced hand. So it would either be one with sort of 6 diamonds and 3 hearts, or 5 diamonds, say 4 clubs and 3 hearts. We might, but so we play a gadget with 2 spades, which I think is fairly common, which just sort of says, describe your hand better, and that would be a game try at least with only 4 hearts from my side. Is that? I think that's our agreement, Steve.
Yeah, and the responses?
Well, I think it's basically natural, isn't it? Might not be perfect, but at least it's easy. So in this sort of situation, right? So it looks like Steve has got 6 diamonds and 3 hearts. So it's reasonable for me, I think, now to bid 3M.
I'm glad you bid it. I probably should have bid a spade over a heart.
Oh, okay. So I didn't expect you to do it with 4 spades.
Yeah, that's my fault. I realised I was bad. So I didn't want to bid a spade and then 2 hearts later because that shows a stronger hand.
Well, okay.
If things break, this is going to make.
So I've got 8 tricks if the spades break, but we'll see. So the club leads.
9 tricks if the diamonds break.
Yeah, so I have to win this, really.
Yeah.
And I just got to test one of the suits. Now, which hand do I want to be in? I kind of need to test diamonds first.
Yeah.
Because just in case I need to play for the ace of hearts on the side. So let's try a diamond then. So
we should be in 4 spades here. That's my fault. It's a good thing I'm not recording this evidence. There we go. Never in trouble, never in doubt.
Yes. I find it's rare that suits split nicely when you're in the wrong contract.
Oh, so many times. You do the wrong thing. You're like, oh, I'm being a bit lucky here. But if the diamonds break or the hearts break, I make this, and they never do. You should always, and that's probably the way you want it to be. You want to be punished for making an incorrect bid.
Not always. Sometimes I'd like to get away with it in a competition that matters.
Easter's so the Queen of Hearts.
Yeah, so that they're trying to unblock the hearts so their partner can play a club through, I guess.
I don't think so. I think Easter's hoping the clubs are good with ace Queen of Hearts on side. That'd be my guess.
Okay, we'll see who's right.
Yeah.
I tend to find the robots are quite good at unblocking. You were correct, I was wrong.
And I've got King X of clubs left. There we go. 11 tricks. Point. Outscores 4 spades, I think you'll find.
Well, sometimes if you can't be good, be lucky.
That's not true. You can make 6 spades.
Yes. With the well, okay.
Yeah, with the hearts on side, you can make 6 spades.
Or ace of queen doubleton, right?
Yeah. All right, let's bid better, Steve. Let's bid better. What's your favourite bridge moment? We got one.
Goodness. I can't think of many moments where there was glorious success. Sort of near misses is the thing. I think having played what I think we used to really enjoy doing is playing in the Brighton Summer Congress that we used to have in the past, which now in England has moved to Eastbourne. But it used to be a really big event. It was sort of last over sort of 2 weekends with lots of fun matches, fun events midweek. And I think overall, that sort of memory of playing with a lot of different people and a lot of different events was really enjoyable. But I think also where we'd entered and we'd played in what was the midweek knockout teams. Oh, crumbs. 3 clubs. And each year we would maybe have a good win and then lose hopelessly.
So the knockout teams is like a really small version of like the spin gold or something.
Yeah.
You'd get about 16 teams over the course of the week enter.
Yeah, and then we won it with a couple of friends, with John Affey and Simon Creasy, and it was really, really satisfying, even though it was a small event, just because every year it would just all go horribly wrong, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
But the whole competition in general was really good fun. I met a lot of really good friends through Bridge there, and the sort of the serious events of the weekend were just really good.
I never did well on the first weekend. Never, ever, ever. I always did awfully.
When we first played, there was hundreds and hundreds of pairs, weren't
there? Give me a sec. I've got a decision here. My partner's jumped to 2 diamonds, so they've shown some values. But they haven't bid 3N. They haven't bid a major. So what could they have? Ah, dear. I think I'm going to pass. I think I'm going to wimp and pass. I can't see us making game. The only game I can see us making, I'm going to pass. The only game I can see us making is a 4-3 major suit fit. And I don't know how to get to that now.
No.
So I'm going to pass.
Well, I think if you'd had a single suited major with a good hand, So here was the problem. I've kind of got 4 small clubs.
We've got 9 chicks. We just haven't got a club stop, so we're gonna make 3 diamonds. That's good. 4 spades is where you want to potentially be, but that relies on spades breaking, I think, because they're going to force you early.
Options they end up.
Just open a club, haven't they? They've likely just got some sort of weak no trump or something. Yeah, so I'm 3 diamonds is fine. But at teams, you want to be like, if I bid 3 hearts, would you have bid 3 spades? I guess you would have done. And then I raised to 4, and then but you're getting forced in my hand, aren't you?
You are, yeah.
So we'll see at the end if 4 spades makes.
I'm going to run this round. Oh, that's useful. So part of me thinks, we should rough 2 clubs, but it feels better to play a heart up.
I think so, yeah. You can still rough 1 club, and now you've got to discard for the other club on the king of hearts.
Yes, so I overtake this, I guess. Rough a club. And then rough a heart back to hand, which in fact, I can rough a heart back to hand.
I think you can claim that, can't you?
Yeah.
You don't need spades to break. I will let you know if spades break. Spades don't break if they go club, club, ace of hearts, club. I think they get a spade trick. East can rough the 3rd diamond and they have 4 trumps. So 4 spades doesn't make.
I think it might make some of the time. But you're right, it can go off.
Yeah. We're down on imps now. Some of the other boards have come in. All these negatives that we've got have come back to haunt us.
Well, so I think it's board 8 and board 9 where we conceded 3 no trumps, where we lost 5 and then made 430 and gained 1.1.
Yeah, just to let you know, they can't see the history on the screen. So.
So I can see it on my screen. That's good to know, actually. But yeah, generally speaking, is when you concede games, often for whatever reason, there's different auctions, but people aren't in it or in a different strategy.
I think you get that with a lot of pickup partnerships at other tables. Potentially, they might not bid as well, and so when you concede a game, the other tables won't concede as many games, and and the robots bid well.
They've bid pretty well, and they've defended pretty well against us.
Yeah,
which is good.
It was only the double of 2 diamonds was bad because they let you make. Did they let you make that?
So I would need to go and have a look. I mean, they don't know I've got 7. I mean, they had their partner. Their partners bid at the 2 level, and they've got ace, king, ace, and 4 trumps. I mean, it's not ludicrous.
It was the fact that they can beat it. They can cash 3 spades. But other than that, they've played pretty well. Right.
So no trump.
You're on lead again.
Of course I am. I don't like any of my leads, so I will lead the beer card.
4 spades.
Let's go back to say that our favourite congress in Brighton. There was one year where, after again a number of inglorious results in the main teams competition, so the way it worked is at the end of 2 days of play, the top 8 teams went into an A final, and the next 8 went into a B final. And then everybody else played in sort of a Swiss sort of consolation event. And we've been doing pretty well, and for the first time, we were in some danger of qualifying. And
for the first
it was
time,
touching.
Excuse me, I think you'll find I've qualified before.
I meant as a partnership. Anyway, we knew it was going to be close, and at this point, the director came over to us and said, "Steve, you've forgotten to put all the scores in the bridge, mate, and we're going to fine you some victory points." And the look on our teammates' face was priceless, I think, and I think that meant that we qualified by half a victory point.
VP, yeah. I felt awful.
Some embarrassment.
I think you've missed the killing lead here. A
Yeah.
heart lead or a club lead.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, he's only got 2 hearts. It doesn't
We've
matter.
only got 2 hearts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Right.
have lots of.
We're going to say the next one to the last board. I hope you've enjoyed watching
Okay.
us. It's been nice to catch up with my partner who lives 200 miles away or something. But I do get to play with him. Something like that, yeah. I do get to play with him a lot online at the moment, so that's good. I've passed a lot today.
So have I.
We have
But
conceded.
not anymore.
Not anymore. Go on, get in there. Oh.
Obviously, not making a strong bid. I mean, that would be.
Oh, and they've bid another game.
Yeah. Wow.
They're fighting.
Okay. Well, let's see whether a little bit.
So this is very weird. They've got a hand that pulls their partner's 4 spade bid that couldn't bid 4 clubs. It's weird. They must be void spade.
Oh, they've got a penalty double of my seat. I know that seems unlikely. Right.
Well, dummy's pretty good.
It is, isn't it?
That seems like it's encouraging because did you hear how strong he pressed confirm bid?
Well, I think so. Sometimes when you're in a situation and you can't see anything sensible to do, you find yourself thinking, should I just give a rough and discard?
Well, rough and discard is good here because it's a trump promotion whenever I've got the queen or king of clubs, isn't it?
Exactly. And also that, I think it just has to be. But the question is what do you give it with? I will try it with the beer card.
Sadly.
No. They're just going to rub it in, are they? They had none, did they? Did they pitch their winning king and queen of hearts?
They did. Well, they've clearly only got clubs left.
That's just
psych.
Very good, Steve. That was fun.
You're welcome. You're welcome. We're 14 imps down. We needed a bit of a laugh. I imagine they've got the rest.
I certainly wasn't in the end.
4 spades is making, isn't it?
I don't have. You have 1 spade trick.
I have a spade trick, yeah, but we don't get a club trick.
No. Very good. I was very confused as to why they were pitching, but I guess they knew it didn't matter.
Yeah, they were maybe just trying to get a count to the hand, but just to see whether to take the club finesse. But from a logical point of view,
that would make a lot of sense.
From a logical point of view, they should take it because I would have roughed with the queen if I had it, wouldn't I?
Well, not when you've got a trick anyway, I suppose.
Yeah. All right, that's been it. Thanks for joining us, Chris. I hope you enjoyed playing some bridge with me.
I did. I really enjoyed it. I really like the setup. I think it's really good and it's great to chat through the hand. So thanks.
Yeah, I think it's quite nice to chat while you're playing against robots, chatting about the play because you never get to do that, do you?
No.
You never get to talk about in this situation is the 8 suit preference. You get to do that, and you don't when you're playing against people. You just don't. So I think it's true. Really good. Yeah, I think it's really good.
There'll be the situation where you can see partners say, "Why did he play the 7? Why did he play the 7?" You think, well, I only had 1 of them. So
I've been in that boat before with you, haven't I?
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to call it a day there. In terms of table talk goes, the first table talk, Matt and I won by about 30 or 40. Cooper and I, my regular partner, we've lost by 11. So maybe we can keep a running tally. But I've been Steve. This has been Chris. Thanks for joining us. See you later.
Bye.
So there you go. We defended a lot, I passed a lot, and we didn't have the most interesting hands. We had no slams this time out, and we actually lost imps, unlike last time where we gained imps. So I wonder whether we can do like an overall ranking list, and maybe we can do that at the end of each video. I'll see what I can do, and I'll see what some numbers are. But that's table talk for this time out. If you want me to ask any questions, particularly to other people, you can see that when chat got empty a bit, I occasionally asked him a question about bridge in general. If you've got any nice questions you want to ask future guests, pop them in the chat below and I'll get to them. And if I can see a point to ask your really interesting question, I'll do that to my next guest. But I've been Steve. Hope you've enjoyed watching, and I'll see you for next time for Table Talk.